Hey warrior, pause. Right now, in this exact moment, something inside you is screaming for change. Not tomorrow's version of change, not the "I'll start Monday" illusion, but now, the kind of change that rewires how you think, move, and exist. Here's what most people won't tell you. You are at war, not with the world, with yourself. With the voice that says later, the comfort that whispers enough, the mediocrity that feels safe. And every single day, you're either sharpening your blade or letting it rust. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for you to feel inspired. He wrote them in the mud of battlefields, reminding himself not to collapse under the weight of empire. His words weren't poetry, they were survival instructions. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. That's not motivation, that's a mirror, and what it reflects is simple. You already know what needs to be done: the discipline, the focus, the resilience, the mental fortress you've been avoiding building. It won't construct itself while you wait for the right time. Because here's the invisible truth: strength isn't a destination. It's a daily negotiation between who you are and who you're becoming. Epictetus put it plainly: no man is free unless he is master of himself. Not wealthy, not comfortable, not safe, master of himself. This isn't another video telling you to believe in yourself. This is a blueprint for psychological warfare against distraction, weakness, and the decay of wasted potential. What follows are 10 non-negotiable practices, not habits, not tips, practices that forge unshakable people, the kind who moves through chaos like stone through water, the kind who don't react, they respond, who don't hope, they execute. One rule before we begin: don't skip. Every section is a weapon. Miss one, and you enter the arena incomplete. If this hits different, if you feel the shift starting, drop a like, share it with someone still sleepwalking, and subscribe. Because this channel doesn't chase virality, it builds warriors. Now, breathe, clear the noise. This is where you stop being a passenger in your own life. If these words ignite something inside you, pause for a moment and write to the universe what you're committing to today. I will master myself before I master anything else. Let's forge. Number 1. Work on your mind every day. Your mind is your empire, and like any empire, it can either rise with discipline or collapse from neglect. Every thought you entertain is a brick in your foundation. Every belief you repeat becomes the shape of your reality. So if you want to build a life of peace, power, and clarity, it starts with mastering your mind. The Stoics believed your mind is the only thing truly under your control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The world can be chaos, but your thoughts, they can remain calm, still, and clear. That's why every day you must work on your mind. Feed it with wisdom, not noise. Protect it from overthinking, comparison, and negativity. Refuse to let random thoughts occupy sacred space. Most people train their bodies but neglect their minds. They scroll for hours, gossip, react emotionally, and then wonder why they feel lost. But your mind is your most valuable weapon. If it's sharp, calm, and disciplined, you'll win even in chaos. If it's scattered, fearful, and reactive, you'll lose even in peace. Working on your mind means reading, reflecting, observing yourself. It means journaling your emotions instead of running from them. It means replacing "Why is this happening to me?" with "What is this trying to teach me?" When your thoughts become disciplined, your actions follow. When your emotions stop controlling you, your peace expands. When your inner world is strong, no outer storm can destroy you. And remember, every day your mind is being programmed by something. If it's not you doing the programming, the world will do it for you. So choose what you allow inside. The Stoics used negative visualization, imagining loss, failure, and difficulty, not to suffer, but to strengthen themselves. They knew that if you can control your thoughts about pain, pain itself loses power over you. Every morning, remind yourself, I can't control the world, but I can control how I think. And that simple truth, when practiced daily, will change your life more than anything else. Your thoughts build your destiny, so work on your mind until nothing can break your calm. Work on your mind until you can walk through storms and smile. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, my mind is my power, and I master it every day. Number 2, work on your emotions every day. Your emotions are powerful, but only when you are the one in control. When your emotions control you, even the smallest problem can destroy your peace. But when you control them, even the biggest storms can't shake you. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our pain doesn't come from what happens, it comes from how we react to it. You can't stop the world from being unfair. You can't stop people from betraying you, judging you, or disappointing you. But you can train your emotions not to break every time something goes wrong. That's emotional mastery, and it's one of the highest forms of strength. Every day, life will give you reasons to be angry, anxious, jealous, or insecure. The Stoic doesn't avoid emotions. He learns to observe them. When anger rises, he doesn't explode. He studies it. When sadness comes, he doesn't drown in it. He accepts it, but doesn't let it define him. Here's the truth most people don't want to face. You can't always control what you feel, but you can always control what you do with those feelings. If you feel anger, use it as fuel for discipline. If you feel fear, use it as a signal to prepare. If you feel envy, use it as motivation to improve. Every emotion can become your servant if you refuse to let it become your master. Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, it's our judgments about them. When you understand this, you start to separate emotion from interpretation. You start to say, this is just a moment. It's not me. You start to breathe before you respond. You start to build emotional distance between what happens and how you react. That distance is your power. It's what keeps you calm in arguments, composed under pressure, and grounded when life hits hard. Working on your emotions daily means not taking things personally, not letting other people's chaos infect your peace, not reacting instantly, learning to pause, reflect, and respond. It means remembering that your peace is a responsibility, not a reward. It's something you must protect every day. So, when you wake up, remind yourself, today I will not be ruled by emotions. And when you go to bed, reflect, did I stay calm when life tested me? If you failed, forgive yourself and try again tomorrow. Emotional mastery isn't built in a day. It's built in thousands of small moments where you choose self-control over reaction. The world will keep testing your emotions. That's what it does. But each time you stay calm when others lose control, you win a silent victory. Each time you respond with patience instead of rage, you evolve. Each time you walk away from drama instead of feeding it, you become stronger. That's real growth. That's emotional discipline. And that's what makes you powerful beyond words. Stand tall and affirm silently, I control my emotions, they don't control me. Number 3, work on your discipline every day. Without discipline, even the greatest dreams die in silence. It doesn't matter how smart, talented, or inspired you are. If you can't stay consistent, you will never see results. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. as a human being. That means your duty isn't comfort, it's progress. Every day, you owe it to yourself to push forward, even when you don't feel like it. Most people wait to feel ready, but you'll never feel ready. Discipline isn't about feelings, it's about decisions. You don't go to the gym because you're motivated. You go because you said you would. You don't study, meditate, or train because it's easy. You do it because your future self deserves it. Every single day, the mind tries to negotiate with you. Just 5 more minutes of rest. Just one more scroll. Just do it tomorrow. That's the voice of weakness, the voice that kills potential slowly. The Stoic fights that voice with action. He doesn't debate with it. He simply moves. Discipline is a form of love. It's the love you show yourself by keeping your promises. It's waking up when it's hard because you respect your goals. It's saying no to comfort because you believe in your purpose. Each small act of discipline builds character, and character builds destiny. The Stoics knew this truth deeply. They believed that habit shapes the soul. If you train yourself to do what's right instead of what's easy, eventually you don't have to fight with yourself anymore. You just live aligned with your higher self. So how do you work on discipline daily? Start by setting one small promise every day and keeping it no matter what. It could be waking up early, finishing a task before rest, taking a cold shower. Anything that builds your ability to command yourself. When you train discipline, you're teaching your mind that your words mean something, and once your brain starts trusting your commands, you become unstoppable. Discipline is also saying no to the unnecessary, no to distractions, no to toxic people, no to instant gratification, because every no to weakness is a yes to strength. It's not glamorous, it's not loud, it's repetitive, lonely, and hard. But discipline is the invisible power behind every person you admire. Remember, you'll never regret being disciplined, but you'll always regret being lazy. The Stoics believed that a man without self-control is a slave. Don't let your desires and impulses rule you. Rule yourself and you'll rule your world. So tomorrow morning, when that alarm rings and your mind says, "Stay in bed," whisper back, "I have work to do as a human being." Then rise, move, and become unstoppable. Look inward and repeat, "I will do what's right, not what's easy." Number 4, work on your purpose every day. Without purpose, you drift. Without a reason to rise, you will always fall back into comfort. Every morning, before your feet touch the ground, ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Because purpose isn't just about chasing success, it's about direction. It's about waking up with meaning, not confusion. It's about having something that pulls you forward when motivation disappears. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." Your ambitions aren't measured by how much money you make or how many followers you gain. They're measured by the depth of your purpose, by how much value you create, how many lives you touch, and how much strength you build along the way. Most people live on autopilot. They go to jobs they hate, chase distractions they don't need, and call it living. But a Stoic doesn't chase. He builds. He chooses purpose over pleasure. He chooses growth over comfort. He knows that without a purpose, even freedom feels empty. Working on your purpose every day means realigning with your why. It means revisiting your goals and asking, does this make me stronger? Does this align with my values? The Stoics believed in living according to nature, which means living in alignment with reason, virtue, and duty. In simple words, it means doing what you're meant to do, not what's easiest. You don't need to know your entire life plan. You just need to know the next meaningful step. Do something today that moves you closer to who you want to be. Read, build, create, serve. Make each day a brick in the foundation of your purpose. Purpose also comes from struggle. The more pain you've overcome, the more clarity you gain about what truly matters. The Stoics saw obstacles as opportunities for purpose. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That means your greatest challenge might be your greatest calling. So if you're lost, don't sit still. Move, try, fail, learn. The path will reveal itself through action, not overthinking. Every day remind yourself, I am not here to drift, I am here to build. Because a man or woman with purpose can survive any storm, outlast any setback, and rise from any defeat. Purpose gives meaning to pain. It turns suffering into strength. It makes you unstoppable, because you're no longer working for validation, you're working for fulfillment. Work on your purpose daily. Feed it, nurture it, protect it. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you've become the person your younger self needed. Close your eyes for a moment and declare, I live every day with purpose and direction. Number 5. Work on your self-control every day. Self-control is freedom. It's the invisible power that separates the strong from the weak, the focused from the lost. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That means no matter how much money, success, or recognition you have, if you can't control your impulses, you're still a slave. Most people lose themselves not because of failure, but because they can't control their reactions. They explode when angry. They chase every distraction. They speak without thinking, and in those moments, they hand away their power. Self-control is the art of holding your ground when everything tries to pull you off balance. It's staying silent when your ego wants to shout. It's walking away when pride wants to fight. It's choosing discipline over impulse, peace over chaos, and wisdom over reaction. Every day life will test your control. Someone will disrespect you. Something will tempt you. Your emotions will rise like fire, and your mind will scream for reaction. But the Stoic stays composed. Because the true test of strength isn't how hard you hit. It's how steady you stay when life hits you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. That's Stoic strength, not in suppressing emotions, but in commanding them. In choosing not to let the outer world decide your inner peace. Working on your self-control daily means watching yourself in real time. It means catching yourself before reacting. It means pausing before responding. And it means walking away from situations that drain your energy and steal your peace. It's not weakness to walk away, it's power. Because the one who can walk away is the one who doesn't need to prove anything. And that's the mark of true inner strength. Self-control also means mastering indulgence. Don't let pleasure rule you. Whether it's food, entertainment, or attention, learn to take what you need, not everything you want. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, sleeping on the floor, fasting, or enduring hardship, just to remind themselves that luxury is a privilege, not a need. When you train your self-control, you stop being owned by desires. You stop living like a slave to cravings, emotions, and habits. You start living like a ruler of your inner kingdom. Self-control gives you command over your destiny, because the more you control yourself, the less the world can control you, and that is ultimate freedom, the kind that no one can take away. Every day ask yourself, did I control my actions, or did my emotions control me? That awareness alone will change everything. Build your power quietly. Stay grounded when others lose it. And remember, true warriors don't fight everything. They master themselves first. Pause and embrace this thought. I am the master of my emotions. Number 6. Work on your patience every day. In a world addicted to speed, patience has become a lost art. We want results fast, success fast, healing fast. But life doesn't move at the pace of your impatience. It moves at the pace of your growth. Seneca once said, "Time heals what reason cannot." That's not just about recovery, it's about progress. Because some things are meant to take time. Some seasons are meant to test you, slow you down, and force you to mature before you receive what you're praying for. Patience isn't passive. It's power under control. It's standing firm when progress feels invisible. It's trusting your effort even when the results haven't shown up yet. It's continuing to work while others quit. Most people lose everything because they quit too early. They think waiting means wasting time. But the Stoic understands that waiting is where strength is built. Patience teaches endurance. It sharpens focus. It humbles ego. When you rush, you make mistakes. When you force outcomes, you destroy peace. But when you're patient, you allow things to unfold at the right time, in the right way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly." He knew that becoming who you're meant to be is a slow process, one built through repetition, not rush. Working on patience daily means embracing the process, not fighting it. When progress feels slow, remind yourself, you're not starting over, you're building consistency. When people don't recognize your effort, remind yourself, you're not doing it for validation, you're doing it for mastery. Patience is also emotional stability. It's learning to breathe when things don't go your way. It's staying calm when life delays your plans. It's saying, "I trust the process, even when you don't yet see the reward." The Stoics practiced detachment from timelines. They didn't demand results, they focused on effort. They understood that impatience is the ego's way of saying, "I don't trust the journey." So, trust it. Every moment of waiting is shaping your strength. Every delay is refining your character. Every setback is building your resilience. Don't rush your growth. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Your time will come, but only if you keep showing up when no one's watching. Patience is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the calm confidence that says, "I'll arrive when I'm ready." Number 7, work on your silence every day. Silence is a superpower. It's not about saying nothing, it's about saying less, with more meaning. In a loud world where everyone wants to be heard, the Stoic learns to listen. Because wisdom doesn't come from speaking, it comes from observing. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." That means don't argue with fools, don't respond to every insult, don't waste your breath explaining your worth. Silence is not weakness, it's strategy. When you learn to stay silent, you conserve energy. You stop reacting emotionally to nonsense. You stop defending yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Working on silence every day means training your ego to stay calm when it wants to speak. It means mastering the art of restraint, because not everything deserves your reaction, and not everyone deserves your words. Most people talk too much because they fear being misunderstood, but a wise person knows understanding is rare and silence speaks louder than defense. Epictetus taught, "Be silent for the most part, or speak only what is necessary." That's not just advice, it's a rule for peace. The less you speak, the less chaos you invite. Silence also deepens thought. When you're not busy explaining yourself, you start hearing your inner voice. You start understanding your emotions, your desires, your direction. In silence, you reconnect with your mind, and when you do speak, your words carry weight. Every day, practice moments of silence. Don't fill every pause with noise. When angry, stay quiet until the emotion fades. When happy, savor it privately before posting it publicly. When criticized, respond only if it serves your peace. The world rewards noise, but the wise man rewards discipline, and silence is discipline in its purest form. It's what allows you to move quietly, build privately, and let your success speak for itself. Because real power never announces itself, it simply arrives. So, guard your energy with silence. Learn to listen more and talk less, and let your calmness confuse the chaos around you. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I move in silence and let my actions speak. Number 8. Work on your gratitude every day. Gratitude is the anchor that keeps your soul from drifting into negativity. When you forget what you have, you start chasing what you don't need. When you focus on what's missing, you forget how far you've already come. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." That's gratitude, not blind positivity, but the power to see beauty even in difficulty. Every day the Stoic trains himself to appreciate the present moment, not because everything is perfect, but because everything is temporary. They remind themselves, this breath, this sunrise, this peace, they are gifts, not guarantees. Working on gratitude means shifting your focus. Instead of saying, "I have to," start saying, "I get to." You don't have to wake up early, you get to start another day alive. You don't have to work hard, you get to chase a purpose while others have given up. Gratitude makes you powerful because it makes you peaceful. A grateful person can't be controlled by envy, fear, or greed, because they already have enough within. Seneca wrote, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." And that's the mindset that keeps you centered, no matter how much or how little you have. Each morning, take 1 minute to name 3 things you're grateful for. And each night, remind yourself of one moment that made you smile. This simple act rewires your mind from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude also softens the heart. It makes you more patient, more kind, more aware of how fragile life truly is. Because one day, everything you take for granted will be gone, and gratitude is how you honor it while it's here. The Stoic knows that happiness doesn't come from having more, it comes from needing less. And when you live with gratitude, even the smallest things feel like blessings. So, before you chase your next goal, pause, look around. You've already survived what once scared you. You've already overcome what once broke you. You're already stronger than you realize. Gratitude doesn't make life easier, it makes it meaningful, and meaning is what keeps the soul alive. Number 9. Work on your character. Character is who you are when no one's watching. It's the sum of your choices, not your words. And in a world obsessed with image, character is the one thing that cannot be faked. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." That's the heart of character, deciding who you are and proving it through action. Every day your integrity is tested in small, silent ways. Do you keep promises even when it's inconvenient? Do you stay honest when no one would know if you lied? Do you do what's right, even when it costs you something? Character is built in those moments, not in big speeches, not in public praise, but in quiet decisions that reveal your soul. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good. To them, success without virtue was failure disguised as achievement. Because what's the point of winning the world if you lose your integrity? Working on your character daily means examining your motives. Why do you want success? Is it to look powerful, or to be powerful through your actions, your discipline, and your truth? Character means standing tall when it's unpopular to do so. It's staying kind when others are cruel. It's choosing honesty when lies would make life easier. The Stoic doesn't chase popularity, he chases principle. He doesn't live to impress, he lives to express virtue. Every day remind yourself, my actions define me. When you speak, let your words carry integrity. When you work, let your effort reflect pride. When you love, let it be honest, not selfish. Seneca said, I will govern my life and thoughts as if the whole world were to see one and read the other. That's the Stoic ideal, living transparently with nothing to hide, because when your inner world aligns with your outer actions, you become unshakable. No rumor can break you, no criticism can stain you. You live free because your conscience is clean. Work on your character every day, because success will fade, looks will fade, applause will fade. But who you are when all of that is gone, that's eternal. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My character is my legacy. Number 10. Work on your inner peace every day. Your final and greatest daily work is peace. Not the peace that comes from perfect conditions, but the peace that remains even when everything goes wrong. Marcus Aurelius said, nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. That's where true peace lives, not in the world, but in you. Most people spend their lives chasing external calm. They think peace will come when they earn more, love more, or escape pain. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Peace begins when you stop running. Working on your peace daily means protecting your inner world. It means refusing to let every opinion, argument, and headline disturb your mind. It means living from within, not reacting to everything outside. Inner peace is built through discipline, not denial. It's not pretending nothing hurts. It's learning how to stay centered through the hurt. It's saying, this situation is difficult, but it does not control me. When you start your day, take one deep breath and remind yourself, the world owes me nothing, but I owe myself peace. The Stoics practiced this mental balance constantly. They knew peace wasn't found in comfort, it was found in perspective. They trained themselves to accept what they couldn't control and focus on what they could. So, when people gossip, stay calm. When life delays your goals, stay focused. When the world feels unfair, stay grateful. Because your peace is not something the world gives, it's something you build. Peace is strength in stillness. It's power in patience. It's clarity in chaos. It's what allows you to smile when life tests you, to stay kind when others are cruel, to keep walking when everything inside you says stop. Every day, meditate, reflect, or simply breathe in silence. That's not weakness. It's the highest form of control. Because the person who can stay calm while others break, that's the person who has mastered life. Remember this, you cannot control the world, but you can control your response to it. That response is your peace, and that peace is your power. Take a long, deep breath and comments, my peace is my power. Every day, you're building something, whether you realize it or not. You're either building habits that make you strong or habits that make you weak. You're either training your mind to rise or conditioning it to surrender. The Stoics knew this truth centuries ago, and yet it's more relevant now than ever. Because in a world of distraction, silence, patience, discipline, and peace have become acts of rebellion. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. That's the cost of growth. You'll be misunderstood. But while others chase validation, you'll be chasing transformation. Remember the 10 things you must work on every day. Your mind, your emotions, your discipline, your purpose, your self-control, your patience, your silence, your gratitude, your character, and your inner peace. Together, they form the foundation of an unbreakable life, not a perfect life, but a life led with clarity, calm, and courage. Every sunrise is another chance to practice these principles. Every challenge is another chance to rise higher. And every moment is another chance to choose who you want to be. So, my friend, build yourself every day. Let your strength be silent, your growth be steady, and your peace be loud enough to silence the noise of the world. If this message reached your heart, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, you are the architect of your soul. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. Every day I am becoming stronger, calmer, and wiser.